Hi everyone, bonjour, bonsoir. So it is the final day of No Break November. We are here. So I decided to make a video about semi-freeforming and some of my tips to properly semi-freeform based on my experience. If you've been following me, you know I semi-freeformed for 1 year. And this is pretty much my result after 1 year. So I'm going to give you some tips and give you some examples and use myself as the example. Okay, so tip number one is to wash your hair. And this means regularly. And here in this video, this was my very last retwist before I started the semi-freeforming journey. And I got a lot of ignorant comments on this particular video. People saying I'm nasty for not wanting to retwist my hair. Oh my god, that's disgusting. And most of it I feel like was ignorance and people wanting to say something on YouTube and wanting a reaction from someone on YouTube or other people who are in the comment section. So it was pretty pathetic, but it was ignorant. So I replied back and tried to educate that person a little bit, even though I feel like they were pretty much doing it to troll. However, you do need to wash your hair. And not retwisting or semi-freeforming, the name itself indicates that there is something called freeforming that people do, and they've been doing it for ages, and their hair grows long to the ground. So not retwisting definitely cannot, it won't hurt your hair and it won't hurt your progress. It just depends on how you're doing it. And washing is one of the biggest things you can do when you are semi-freeforming. Don't be afraid to wash and care for your hair at the same time. The second tip, semi-freeforming requires you to love your texture. So love your texture. If you do not love your natural afro texture, you will hate semi-freeforming because it's really something you have to embrace, because you are no longer slicking down edges and slicking down your hair or getting a fresh retwist. You're just letting your roots, your natural afro roots, grow out of your head the way they do. So that is tip number two. Tip number three, in between, you need to have an in-between routine. And the in-between routine needs to include moisturizing your hair, protecting your hair, and separating your roots. And I advise to separate your roots when you wash. This right here is my hair, I believe at, what was this? And this clip right here was from right at 3 months, showing my hair separated and not separated. And separating your roots is the number one thing. Especially if you plan on going back to retwisting eventually, it is the best thing to do. Now, if you want to full on freeform eventually, then that may not be necessary for you to separate your roots. So the next tip is and the final tip is on styling your hair while you are semi-freeforming. However, the styling of your hair must be something that's like a macro style, or something that does not require a retwist, or something that just pretty much leaves your roots alone. So when I did the freeform or semi-freeform journey, I did a style. I tried to do a style for every video just to showcase that styles can be done without a retwist. So I did quite a few styles. I did flexi rods. I did Bantu knots, as you guys have seen in the clips. And this right here is when I reached 1 year. As I said, I saw the most growth within 1 year of locking that I've seen in all 7 years when I semi-freeformed. And this is me doing a retwist finally after 1 year of semi-freeforming. And as you can see, I'm not even using a comb because my roots were already separated. There was little hairs going into other sections, and that was one of the things I used my nails to just kind of get that out of the way. But for the most part, it was great. And as you can see, the difference in the old parts of my locks and the new parts of my locks. And if you watch all my videos, you already know soon after this, I decided, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And I cut my hair. So there's that. But yeah, so those are my tips for semi-freeforming. It's really simple. Just leave your hair alone and still take care of it like you would a plant. If you buy a plant or you grow a plant, you don't just leave it there. You take care of it every day. You kind of have to give some thought to that plant, although you're not touching this plant every single day, but you know it's there, and you have times that you know you must take care of it, water it, and give it nutrients, sunlight, things of that nature. And lastly, be free with your hair. Be free with yourself. Feel free to free form it, and feel free to go back to retwisting. I know there's a lot of pressure when it comes to the choices you make for your hair. Anything these days, it seems like there's pressure with anything you do, anything you choose. However, stay true to yourself. If you want to free form, semi-free form, do that. If you want to retwist, if you like your edges slicked, you like, do that. Do what makes you happy, because that is how you learn about yourself, and that is how you evolve and you grow. All right, those are my tips. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you if you rocked with me the entire No Break November. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I will not be doing a No Break December at all, but I will be posting videos here or there in December, so look out for those. Thank you guys so much. Let me know in the comments if you watch all the videos in No Break November or just some of the videos, and let me know which one was your favorite in the comments. All right, guys, see you next time.